Now, waste disposal, waste management, and the reopening of the Olusosun landfill are issues of public interest, especially as it affects residents bordering the dump. Now, during a last visit to Kudirat Abiola Way, Oregun, Lagos, now those affected directly sought to know why the dump hasn't been relocated. We presented their concerns to the Loma boss, and here's what he has to say. As the heaps of refuse in Olusosun continues to grow, it also piles up miseries for the neighborhood. And as had been reported on Eyewitness report, the people are tired and scared for their life.
The odor is itself very, very overpowering, and you cannot step outside your house. Then the other biggest problem is because of the landfill, the water which is percolating down into the groundwater, it is contaminating the water. I have certain reports also which I did. All right. Those reports show that the iron content in the water is very high, the fluoride content is very high, the contamination is above certain ppm, which is not good for human health. So this water becomes completely unpotable.
Before we went on Christmas break, we wrote to Loma. I took it personally to their office at Ijora, reminding them of what the restaurant used to do when he was there, when he was managing the place. That this chemical that he used to apply that will bring down the odor, that we request that they should still go back to that approach. They are doing their work, nice, perfect work they are doing, because your refuse and my refuse end up here. But they should find a better way to manage it. That is our problem with them. Without doing their work, we appreciate the work they do, but they find a better way to manage it so that it will not be injurious to people staying around.
Some miscreant and so on and so forth, they've come back there. As even we are talking, you see them smoking in their hand. And all these things is not good in this area. This area is not where any dump site must be. So we are appealing to the government, all those who are concerned, to think about it very well and remove this dump site from this place. It has been there more than about 20-something years ago. It's filled already.
We brought this issue before the Loma boss, who throws light on the situation at Olusosun and the impact on the community.
When the place started about 27, 28 years ago, the design shows that there must be a buffer of 450 meters from the site, and that there must not be development 450 meters around the site. That was the plan, and I think I still have that design. And the environmental impact assessment that was carried out was to show that there shouldn't be development. But over years, there have been these infractions along the line. People got approval, some that got approval, they got approval against environmental concern. And some did not even have approval, they encroached on the, so the 450 meters have been encroached upon badly. And these are predictable impact. Whatever they see now, they are right there in the documents that, look, if you're staying within 450 meters to the site, you're going to have some adverse impact. All right, so, and there was a time we demolished houses around the area. All right, so, and it's left for government to take a decision on what to do. But yes, these people, they're human beings, and the government have a right to protect them, really, despite the fact that they encroach on the site. So we do engage them to tell them, look, this is what's going on. But I think that we've not really engaged them when we reopen the site for closure. And maybe that's why they have this apprehension. But I want to assure them that whatever they see right now is part of the closure plan. So they just need to endure for, I think, about 24 to 30 months. But I want to warn the community that activities on the site will go, activities such as bird degradation that I told you, even if we close the place and we're using it for other things, recreational activities, green park, material recovery facility, for whatever after use, even a golf course, whatever we use the place for, all right, we still have to do regular periodic checks of environmental impact around the area. So the community, they have to be aware of what can happen. Landslides and the rest of it can happen. So they just have to be aware, and that we owe them that responsibility to teach them and keep them abreast of this thing that can happen. So even if government will leave the place in the next 30 months, government must still be responsible for the next 50 years.
For now, the challenge remains with us. Whatever is the future of the site, it will delight Lagosians if it takes into consideration the relocation of the dump.